Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Sussex Daily News Channel. Tonight, we give you a piece of breaking news from Women's Day magazine. Meghan and Harry, broke and homeless. The pair are running out of money as their landlord loses his patience. To Tyler Perry, two former royals crashing at his Los Angeles home was the least he could do for his friends. And besides, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were only going to stay a few weeks while they were house hunted, right? Unfortunately for the actor, he was wrong. Harry and Meghan are coming up to 5 months of living at his Bel Air mansion, and Women's Day is told they are no closer to finding a $1 million mansion of their own. An insider says, Tyler's a cool guy, but even he has to admit they are getting very close to outstaying their welcome. He's sick of fielding calls from the neighbors complaining about how the area has become a hotbed of news crews. In addition, the constant propaganda of hypocrisy and talk about racism, as well as frequent appearances in the media of them, would make his house devalue later. However, getting rid of the world's most famous couch servers might not be easy. Unfortunately, money has become a problem for Meghan and Harry, says a source. They could afford something quite nice, but Meghan wants the best of the best, and their bank balance suggests her tastes are exceeding their budget. This comes after it was revealed Meghan will be forced to cop up $120,000 to cover the Mail on Sunday's legal costs after losing her first round of a privacy and copyright case against the newspaper. Undeterred, she has since served subpoenas on 3 Hollywood photo agencies in a bid to figure out which snappers are allegedly flying drones over Tyler's private property. The couple is also involved in various other legal grievances in the UK, which are all costing them money. They're getting dangerously low in cash, says a source. She thought she would be fielding hundreds of offers from movie companies to star in their films, but they haven't materialized, and their fallback plan was putting Harry on the public speaking circuit. But that's a no-go because of COVID-19. Not to mention, after this book, Finding Freedom, came out, people became wary of them because their inner circle is clearly a leaky ship. A source revealed they'll want to right their reputations soon, or they can find themselves kicked out of Tyler's home with barely a penny to their name. However, this is not easy either. The whole world is against them because of their outbursts actions. Harry burned the last bridges. Meghan was disappointed by not being able to get the job she imagined before leaving the royal family. It seems that this nightmare will make them miserable. Meanwhile, real victims were exposed in Meghan and Harry's dirty PR biographies. Early today, the royal blockbuster biography, Finding Freedom, was officially published in stores, and without a doubt, the views and revelations in this filthy book confirm to give us some things that we have long doubted about. The first is more victim status. Can a grown man take control and not blame others? When Prince Harry thought palace staff threw him under the bus to make William look good. Omid Scobie and Carolyn Duran's new bombshell biography about Harry and wife, Meghan Markle, Finding Freedom, gives new details of the rift between the brothers. They claim that after months of rumors and negative press, members of the family, including the Queen, were concerned about the relationship. Another source told the book, Harry was upset that it was playing out so publicly and that so much of the information being reported was wrong. According to this book, there had been moments where he felt people working with his brother had put things out to make William look good, even if it meant throwing Harry under the bus. It was a confusing time, and his head was all over the place. He didn't know who or what to believe, and he and William weren't talking enough either, which made everything a lot worse. Wow, the only one throwing anybody under the bus is the Sussex camp. Harry and Meghan really should stop blaming everyone else for the misfortune and bad press their collective egos have produced. Just about everyone has had the finger of blame pointed in their direction. The media, the British people, palace aides, Kate and William, Harry's former friends, and even the Queen herself. Meghan has always been thirsty for fame. We know that, and she can't hide from the fact. Even going to engineer pap shots of herself during her time in Suits. Harry has always been immature and spoiled, and lately, these traits have become a real problem for the royal family. They thought they could be the monarchy. They thought they could step in front of everyone else. The most famous, the richest, and the most adored. What a fall they have had. And they are continuing to fall. This book, that they had nothing to do with, haha, has speeded up that fall, not stopped it. We all knew they'd try and blame William. Just shut up. They don't get it, do they? Soon William will be the Duke of Cornwall and in charge of their annual allowance. You would think they would stop mudslinging in his direction. Even if you have fallen out with your brother, why would you keep attacking him like this? This rubbishing of the Cambridges has got to stop. It is doing Meghan and Harry no favors. The Cambridges are much loved, highly regarded, and have behaved impeccably. More than can be said for the Sussexes. It needs to stop. In addition, another detail also shows us how ungrateful Meghan is. The book tells how Meghan formed such a close bond with Prince Charles that she considers him her second father. She is said to have found her father-in-law supportive and loving from the moment she was introduced to him. A source told the authors that Meghan doesn't consider Charles a father-in-law, but a second father. Second father? Why would she look at Charles as a second father, given this disgusting treatment she has meted out to her own father? While Charles had walked Meghan down the aisle at her Windsor wedding when her own father, Thomas Markle, was snubbed by her, may as well call him Dad. Now she's dumped her own one after leaving him to scramble around trying to deal with press interests he had no clue where to start with. I suppose an heir to the throne is more glamorous than some man living a simple life in Mexico. Plus, how do you think her family felt when Harry said himself his family is the family she never had, and that was before the fallout with Dad? Going back to the interview when showing off the ring, Harry turned and said that he had told her as much as he could about living life as a royal. The innocence of this woman, worked in South America in the embassy her uncle helped her get the job. We know what she did to her own father. We were taken in, a conniving, spiteful, dividing, fame-hungry, humanitarian fake. Apparently, she was plotting to flatter Charles, her meal ticket. She just loved walking down the aisle on Prince Charles's arm, probably thought for a moment she would eventually be queen. I don't know how she had the gall to wear white when she had been married 3 times before, and to marry in a place of worship was sacrilegious. Charles and Camilla had the decency to marry in a rag off and then have a blessing. Why was this not good enough for Meghan and Harry? Hindsight is a wonderful thing. If only we had an inkling them of what was to come. I wonder if Her Majesty would have given her consent for Harry to marry so quickly. I feel so sorry for her and all of them. This woman is bad news and has made an attempt to drag all of them down to her level. Just hope we can all continue to give support to the royal family and they can whistle. Meanwhile, in the latest news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are being ridiculed as their dog's name is slang for penis in Romanian. Pals of the former royal couple said they christened their Labrador Pula after the currency in Botswana, where they dated. But Romanians are slating the pair as it means something a lot more crass in their language. One Romanian Twitter user said, "Surely someone in their group would have Googled Pula to ensure it wasn't Romanian for penis." Another critic of the name tweeted, "Quite a shock to see it in print." Other internet users have mocked Harry and Meghan for calling the dog after the name for money, as they are set to make millions after they sign with the same speaking agency as the Obamas and Clintons. One said on Twitter, "Always raining money with the Sussexes, near and dear to their heart and lifestyle. The royal couple has been slammed for attempting to trademark the Sussex royal name in their pursuit of a financially independent life separate from the royal family." Plus, Harry and Meghan embarked on a whirlwind courtship in 2016, and by the end of the following year had announced their engagement. And Prince William wasn't the only one to give Prince Harry some advice about Meghan Markle. In fact, one of his closest school friends did too, but it was not received well at all. According to the royal biography, Finding Freedom, Harry's close school friend, Tom Skippy Inskip, advised him to live with Meghan before doing anything more serious. While Skippy's advice came from a good place, A source told authors Carolyn Duran and Omid Scobie that Prince Harry didn't totally see it that way. It really hurt him, Harry, that someone he was so close to would not trust his judgment, the British Sunday Telegraph reported. Tom and his wife Laura were then said to be punished for voicing their concerns about the relationship and were not invited to Harry and Meghan's evening wedding reception at Frogmore House. 200 guests reportedly attended the evening soiree hosted by Prince Charles, including Hollywood A-listers George and Amal Clooney and Oprah Winfrey. That's some news we just received. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section below and we'll discuss them together. Remember to like and share my video for anyone you think also loved it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get more news from Meghan and Harry by our team. Now, thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next videos!